Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It is 9 o'clock on a Monday. It's time for a 5x5. Now, this is where I take 5 subjects related to magic. I spend 5 minutes talking about each subject and then I move on to the next subject. It's always quick. It's always snappy. You never know what you're going to get. Now, today's 5x5, I'm going to talk about 5 kid magicians that you should be following on Instagram that you've probably never heard of before. 5 kid magicians you should be following on Instagram that you've probably never heard of before. Now, let me give you a couple of caveats here because I don't want to offend people. I went back and forth trying to make a list. This list could have been twice as long, and I will be making more lists like this in the future and highlighting more names. But there's a bit of criteria that I needed to go with this. So just to explain, the people on this list are people that I think don't get enough attention on social media. The people on this list are people that are putting up incredible videos, but they don't get as much attention as some others. So, for example, Ryland is not on this list because Ryland is all over Instagram. A lot of people follow Ryland. He was on AGT, he was on BGT. It's also why Jasper Cherry is not on this list. It's why Killian O'Connor is not on this list. It's why Aidan is not on this list, Aidan McCann, because all of those names have had exposure on television. A lot of people know who they are, and so they get followed by a lot of by a lot of magicians, a lot of non-magicians. So these are going to be people that you might not have heard of before, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is, if they're watching this video, I don't mean the term kid magician in a derogatory way at all. Like, for example, the first name on the list, the person is 16 years old. She is most definitely not a kid. But maybe I should be using younger magicians. It's just that this term, kid magician, has been coined an awful lot recently. I mean, you know, Ryland calls himself the kid magician, and I wanted people to understand what this video is about. This is about younger people that are in magic, that are putting videos up on social media, that are doing a fantastic job. I have to tell you, I think magic is in safe hands. I think that now, more than ever in the entire history of magic, the youth in magic, the younger people in magic, they are really shining brightly. And I think that in 10, 15 years' time, we're going to have some of the biggest superstars. Magic's in a great place right now anyway. Look at the amount of acts on AGT, on the amount of acts on BGT. Dynamo in the UK has just had a TV special. Magic's everywhere. Lots of people are booking magic at the moment. It's really good. It's really popular. Magic, as far as I'm concerned, is in a bit of a upward trajectory. Magic is really great. And these names and people like this are the people that are going to be shaping the future as far as I'm concerned. Now, there's people who I wanted to put on this list and I couldn't. Because Ryland's in the YMC, I know a lot of young magicians. I meet a lot of them. And there's people like Rafty Cooper, and there's people like Jess, and there's people like Henry Ferris that I wanted to put on this list. But I couldn't because they don't really have an Instagram account that you can follow. Part of the criteria for this, it has to be somebody who's posting videos. Henry Ferris, for example, well, Rafferty, for example, I think he's one of the best young magicians. He every time I see him perform, he's simply brilliant. If he wanted to, he could be a star in this industry. He is incredible. Unfortunately, he doesn't really seem to post videos on Instagram. Or if he has, he'll make it on the next list, but I couldn't find him. Henry Ferris is another example. As far as I could see, Henry doesn't have an Instagram account that you can follow. It's private. But Henry, as far as I'm concerned, he's got a trick coming out of Blackpool with Alakazam that will blow your mind. Henry is an incredible gimmick builder, not just for a young magician. He's an incredible gimmick builder, period. His gimmicks just blow me away. Every time I see him, it's like, I've come up with another 6 gimmicks. And each one of them can be sold as an individual project. He's also an incredible ventriloquist. He's not on the list. He's not on the list because he doesn't really have an Instagram account. So these are 5 people that post regularly or semi-regularly on Instagram that are young magicians that I think are a shining example of why magic is in such a good place, and people who you should follow. If you don't follow these people, jump on Instagram on your phone while you're watching this video, search them up and hit follow. In the description down below, I'm going to put links to their Instagram accounts. Go follow them. So in no particular order, the first person I'm going to talk about today is Nia Evans. I have been a fan of Nia Evans' magic for a very long time. She is an incredibly skilled performer, and she has a great performing style. She also doesn't take herself too seriously. She's very, very funny, and part of the criteria for this is, do I enjoy watching the videos of the person on this list? I absolutely love watching Nia's videos. So Nia posts a lot of sleight of hand heavy videos. She's very, very skillful. And you'll see a combination of two camera stuff. And you'll also see a combination of that along with performances done in the real world. So just a little while ago, she went on holiday, I guess, with her parents. I don't know. She went on holiday to a Butlins. I love Butlins. Used to be a redcoat. Butlins are cool. And there's dozens of videos on there of her just performing magic to redcoats, which is just so cool. Also, I love the fact that she's got a video on her Instagram of her performing Cube 52. I have to tell you that as a creator, watching somebody else perform the trick that you've created is amazing. Knowing that there's somebody in another country, and Nia is from Wales, so technically she's from another country. Watching somebody in another country performing magic that you've created is just brilliant. And it's annoying that she did Cube 52 better than me, but I'll let that go. But yeah, Nia is awesome. She's very, very funny. A lot of her videos just make me laugh. Probably one of my favorite videos had nothing to do with magic. It was her last day of school, and you saw her just walking back to her house, taking her school shoes and just dropping them in the bin. And it's like, yep, school's over. Yay. Big fan. Absolutely big fan of Nia Evans. Her magic is great. Her sleight of hand is really good, but she's also incredible at presenting as well. She's going to have a very bright future if she wants to. I think she's in college right now, but if she wanted to do this professionally, I think that she would have no problem doing it. If you don't follow Nia Evans, go and do so. She's great. Okay, so again, these are in no particular order, but next on the list is magical royalty, second generation magician, HarryyMerlinPiper. You know that if your middle name is Merlin, you are destined to be a performer. And HarryyMerlinPiper, if you don't know him, is the son of Rodney James Piper. Now, if you don't know who Rodney James Piper is, what rock have you been living under? Rodney Piper runs the House of Illusion in Salou, which is and has an entertainment company that supplies entertainers and acts to dozens and dozens of hotels. But the House of Illusion, which I've never been to and I really want to go to, is a theatre, and Harry has grown up around magic. Like, I'm pretty sure he literally came out the womb palming a card. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't have any physical proof, but I'm pretty sure he does. Now, what Harry's got is, although Harry is an amazing magician, and don't get me wrong, Harry is an amazing magician. One of the things I love about Harry is just he is the total package. He is so talented, it is disgusting and it makes me sick. He is an incredible ventriloquist. He is an incredible magician. And not just I'm not just saying, oh, he's an incredible magician for a kid. He's incredible. His sleight of hand is extraordinary. He's a ventriloquist, and his vent skills are just brilliant. A singer, I mean, he does it all. He literally runs the gauntlet. It's a one-boy variety act, that kid is. And the other thing is, I've got to know Harry quite well, and I see him a lot. You can just tell that he is so passionate about magic. You can tell he loves it. You know, I've met some kid magicians in the past, and it's like, I don't know if you really want to be doing this. I feel like you're kind of in it because you're being told to. But Harry, you can just tell. He just loves magic. He eats, breathes, sleeps, and drinks magic 24/7. He was on the second annual, he opened the second annual Magic Circle Convention Gala Show. And there were some incredible acts on that gala show. As far as I'm concerned, Harry stole the show. His act was the best, bar none. He's the current Young Magicians Club Stage Magician of the Year, rightfully so. His act consisted of him singing, doing magic, ventriloquism, and hardcore card manipulation, all in an 8.5-minute act. I mean, seriously, what the actual hell? And his videos that he posts on Instagram are just hilarious. And I really look forward to seeing Harry's videos, because a lot of the time he doesn't do videos every day, right? He's not the sort of person that's going to put a video up every day. But when he puts a video up, you can see he's really thought about it. The latest one, as of time of filming, is he's just done this thing where he's at this golf course by the looks of it, and he's just producing golf balls, and it's just really funny. Harry's got a great sense of humor as well, and he's got such a bright future. He was born to be a star in this industry. He had no choice, you know, with his dad, who he is, and the environment in which he's grown up, he has no choice but to be a star in this industry. But you know what? He loves it, and he's been performing on stage at the House of, the House of Illusion since the age of like what, 1, 2. And you see videos and photos of him like literally traveling around the world, performing with his dad and going out and doing magic. And it's not just that he performs with his dad, he's carving out a career for himself as well. It's not like he's like, oh, that's Rodney's son, that's Rodney's son, that's Rodney's son. No, that's Harry Piper. And if you want to see something absolutely incredible, go and watch his audition on Spain's Got Talent, because he nailed it. And I still don't know how he did the final reveal. It fools the hell out of me. Yeah, Harry is amazing. If you don't follow him, go follow HarryyMerlinPiper on Instagram. He's great. Okay, so the third person we're going to be talking about is BlakeAleong. Now, if you don't know Blake, Blake is becoming a big deal on the other side of the pond. When I talk about Nia, she's from Wales. Talk about Harry, he lives in Spain. We're making this truly international, because I think we're going over to Canada or America. I don't know where he's from. I first met Blake at Magic Live, and he came up to me and he shook my hand and he went, "Hi, I'm Blake." And I was like, "Hi, Blake." And he's like, "Hey, I do a review show, and I want to review your stuff." I'm like, "All right, Blake, cool." He's so confident. Like, I don't see many, but he's confident without being cocky. You know, you see a lot of confident younger performers that are a little bit cocky with it. He's not. He's confident without being cocky, and he has skills and then some. And my God in heaven, has this kid got a work ethic. He's got a work ethic and then some. He puts more videos up than me, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I can see. First of all, I know this video is about Instagram, and he's got a great Instagram account, and he's constantly posting, "Hey, I'm at this gig, 100 people, I'm doing stage magic for 100 people at this corporate event." I'm like, God, I'm not getting that gig. How are you getting this gig? You're just amazing. I love Blake, I really do. But as well as all of the places he goes and performs, and Blake has chops, you can see that when he performs, he's also got an incredible review show on YouTube. So he's a very underground YouTube reviewer. Now, I know how difficult it is to review products on YouTube. You have to learn the thing. You have to really watch it. It takes time and it takes effort. And here's Blake going out and doing a YouTube channel and doing a review show, and he's doing it so eloquently. He's putting his point of view across so well. It's not like me, where I just stand there and go, "Rah, rah, rah, it's rubbish, rubbish." No, his reviews are exceptional. You need to go and check him out on YouTube and check out his review show. But as far as I'm concerned, he's got everything. He's got the YouTube review. I could see Blake coming up with a few tricks that he's going to publish in the next couple of years, because you can just see that his brain is wired that way. He's going to be able to create magic. And this is a young performer who I think can do anything. I think if he decided to wake up one day and become a lawyer, I think probably a few years later he's going to have passed the bar and he's going to be a lawyer. Luckily for magic, he's decided right now he wants to be a magician, and that's amazing, because he is super good. His videos are funny, he's great, he's a very polite, well-mannered young man, but he's also very, very confident, but not overconfident, and his knowledge base and his skill and his experience level is off the chart. If you do not follow BlakeAleong, you really should do so. He is amazing, and I'm a proud follower of his. Next up, we have, and it's not fourth position because I say this is not a list. This is just 5 people I want to follow. But number 4, we have Eva Magic Girl. Now, Eva Magic Girl is based up north, and she is the current Young Magic Circle Close-Up Magician of the Year with a chocolate-themed act. So she made lots of chocolate appear and disappear, and playing cards were turning into chocolate, and she was doing mentalism with chocolate. It's the only act that I've ever seen where I was impressed, entertained, and also felt a bit hungry. The act was exceptional, well-deserved first place. But as well as all of that, as well as being an incredible performer, she puts videos up quite regularly. And the videos that she does, they're really interesting because she's literally at a table and it's the camera. And it always starts the same way. Hey, I'm Eva Magic Girl and I want to show you this. And then she's doing a routine and another routine. And she seems to gravitate towards a lot of the newer stuff that comes out. So it's really nice to see different people's takes on the new material that comes out. Now, Eva's quite, what's the word I'm looking for? It's quite inspirational because I meet a lot of younger magicians that are quite shy. Right? They're quite shy and they're quite reserved and they want to go and perform, but they're a little bit nervous, they're a little bit anxious about going and performing. And I know, I've known Eva for years and she has in the past been very shy. The first time I met her, I was like, Eva, show me a trick. And she was like, and then she goes and wins the close-up at the YMC, which is just amazing. It's so inspirational. If anybody is younger and into magic and you kind of feel anxious sometimes performing, I would reach out and send a message to Eva and ask her what she did to cope with her nerves, because I know that she's been nervous and anxious about performing in the past, and yet here she is. She walks into the magic circle, walks onto the magic circle stage, and she steps up and then some. And watch her act. It's an exceptional act. She's put the whole act up on Instagram. It's really, really good. Her videos are fun, they're enjoyable, they're entertaining, and they're great. And yeah, she's got a bright future. She's got a really bright future. So go check her out. Her name is Eva Magic Girl. She's got her own branded top as well, which is always really cool. And you can follow her by checking out the link in the description below. Okay, so the final person that I want to talk about is DvishanMagician. That's what he is on Instagram. His surname isn't Magician. That would be weird. And also, if your surname was Magician, I think you've got no choice but to be a magician. But his name is Divishan. And this is the technical powerhouse of the group. So Divishan is an older, younger magician. A bit like Nia. I think he's like 16, possibly 17. Hope I'm not insulting him if he's older. But I don't think he is because he's in the YMC. So I think he's about 16 or 17. He is in the YMC. He's only recently joined the YMC. But at the competition, he was in the close-up competition at the YMC this year, and he won the Wayne Fox Award. He won the Wayne Fox Award for technical excellence. He won the Wayne Fox Award for technical excellence. That's right. And it was a well-deserved award. His act, which again you can see on his Instagram channel, his act consisted of a flawless performance of cups and balls. He did some really nice coin work. Everything was well structured and well put together. I can totally understand why Wayne picked him for the technical award. Now, you can see that from his videos on Instagram, you can see that Divishan is destined to be a full-time professional magician because he is out there getting flight time and he has chops. Like he has his own show reel. There's adult magicians that don't have their own show reel, to be clear. He's got his own show reel. He's constantly posting videos of himself performing. So yes, there's videos of himself performing to camera, but a lot of magicians, when they post on Instagram, it's just videos of them performing to camera. But Divishan, a lot of the videos he puts up is his performing to real people, and I think that's where he shines. He shines performing to real people, and you see his performances, and he's naturally likable. And even though he's got the technical ability to do some really complicated stuff, he's also really personal. You can see that he's very entertaining, and he comes across really well. He just recently posted a video or some videos of himself like on this table out like, it's almost like he's busking behind a table and he had a thing saying, I take tips. And he was there doing like sponge balls and coins and cards and everything, which is just great. I mean, but that's what you need to do, man. If you want to be a full-time professional magician in the future, and I know he does, you got to hustle. Go out there. You don't just sit there and watch things happen. You go out and make things happen. This is a kid that's got so much drive and enthusiasm. He just wants to make things happen. He knows what he wants, and he wants to go out there and make it happen. He did a great series of videos over Christmas. He did I think it was a 12 days of Christmas, and every single day he was taking tricks, theming them to Christmas and uploading them every single day. And it's hard to upload videos every single day, even over just a 2-week period. And it wasn't just that he was posting videos, he was taking stuff that he does and he was putting a Christmassy theme to it as well to fit with the theme that he was trying to hit, which is great. Most importantly, the reason why you should follow him is because he's just, like I say, he's really entertaining and his magic is really slick. Go and watch his close-up act that he did at the YMC. He's posted it on Instagram. Go and watch that. I think that you would go, if that act was in a close-up competition anywhere in the world, I think that he would place. Like, it's a really great, well-structured, technically sound act. And, he's just and he's a really nice guy as well. So put all of that together. This is somebody who's got a really bright future, and out of everybody on the list, I think he's the one that's going out and hustling more than anybody else. You can tell. I've been doing this long enough to tell when somebody wants it, and this is somebody who wants it really wants to be a big name in magic. And I think that with his attitude and his ability levels and his persona, I think that the world's his oyster, and definitely 100% you should follow him, especially if you like seeing videos of people performing to real people, because that's what he's really good at. So there you go. That is 5 people, 5 young magicians that you should be following right now on Instagram. All 5 of them have got very bright futures. But you know what? They're not the only 5. There are dozens of others all over the world, young magicians that are making a name for themselves, and they are doing things at the age of 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 that I can't even do now. You know, I see people, Divishan, for example. I see him doing stuff and I'm like, I don't even think I could do that. The future in magic is so bright because of the young people in magic. So now it's over to you guys. First of all, follow them. The whole point of this video is for you to follow those guys. But then secondly, tell me, shout out a kid magician in the comments down below. I'm going to do a follow-up video to this. I don't know every kid magician. Shout out a kid magician, somebody who's maybe, 16 or under, 17 or under. Shout them out, give me their Instagram handle. I'll go and check them out, and I will do another video like this in the next few weeks, and I'll put them on the video as well. These are the 5 names that have stood out to me over the last few months, and so I wanted to highlight them to you. Don't forget the Rylands of the world, don't forget the Ailans of the world, the Jasper Cherries of the world, the Killian O'Connors of the world, definitely. But these are the people that you might not know about that I really think you should go and follow. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. If you haven't already done so, go join the Netrix. It is www.thenetrix.com. It's my online streaming platform specifically for magicians. Go and check it out and see what all the fuss is about. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. My name's Craig from Magic TV.